What's going on, New Gaming Order? We back smacking. I can't say nothing like that today. I gotta chill. But
Yes, there's nothing out, bitch.
our next topic in the shoot, pretty much is something I'm calling BS on, and I don't know if Microsoft is that stupid to even allow. But okay, let's delve into this. All right, rumors have it that the Xbox Project Scorpio price is going to be depicted to be around $800. $800. That's suicide. I don't believe it. There's
599 US dollars.
yeah, yeah.
Damn it, Shirai, it's 800, not 599.
Well, yeah. But you know what? Microsoft, don't do it. Don't do it. One of your avid supporters, and I don't even think Crap Gamer can co-sign this if this is true. But there's like, oh, it's gonna cost more than the Xbox One S, which it doesn't cost that much. If you trade in your old system towards the One S, you're not paying a lot of money.
No, is there a reason they're saying it's going to be 800? Is there are they getting like a 500 gig solid state drive? What the hell's going on that's going to make this price so damn high?
Well, apparently because of the technology that's still not out yet. You know what I mean? Like,
What technology are you talking about?
They're not trying to talk about it. They're trying to do like Nintendo and how Nintendo is being guarded with the Switch.
They haven't released any specs yet on the box. That's what you're saying.
No, they have tentative, but the like finalized stuff, no.
Okay.
Because Phil Spencer defended earlier this week why Xbox Project Scorpio will be very expensive, more expensive than other consoles in the market. However, he did not really say how much exactly will it cost. Now the rumors are, floating around it's going to be around $800. Now they're talking about the prediction came via a comment on article of Project Scorpio. I'm kind of skimming through everything he said.
Yeah, this sounds like this is just, they're grabbing for thin air at this point.
You know what? I think somebody put that out there because Microsoft has been outselling Sony with the Xbox One S. And this is kind of a way to put, like, dye in the water. Yeah,
it's like the whole thing with freaking Flappy Bird. It's like the guy's making $1,000 a day with his ads, which was someone made that some weird quote and it just fucking spread everywhere, just like this hashtag fake news thing that's going on. Someone says something and then someone else picks it up and gets spread. I think this is complete bullshit, to be honest.
Yeah, I don't think there's never been a console like aside from the Neo Geo that's been more
or the CDI or the those
3DO.
high-end consoles, way back in the day. But yeah, there's no way they're putting this console out for $800. There's no fucking way.
It's not gonna move units, and being that you don't have to buy it, like you got to make people want this thing, and it has to be within reach. Like I can say 400 to 500, like max. You know what I mean? Because by the time we get to that technology of the Scorpio, PCs are gonna either be caught up, if not beyond it.
No, PCs are always ahead. Just like the freaking, as soon as they announced the specs for the PS4 and the Xbox Xbone, they were already 2 years behind or 3 years behind.
Yeah.
It was sad how far behind they are, and they could have upped the graphics with minimal investment, and they didn't.
Well, the problem was these systems, the Xbox One and the PlayStation 4, were somewhat rushed, and they got caught in that mid-cycle 4K boom. So it's like, all right, now we got to future-proof these systems. So they had to jump in there and like, oh shit, let's get this fixed. But I mean, Nelson, T-Res, what are your thoughts? Do you think Microsoft it would be that stupid to release the Scorpio with that price tag?
I can honestly say with a straight face, yes.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
Why do you think so?
Because it's they will throw anything out there and see how well it just tests with people.
Yeah.
Well, maybe not them in particular. That might be Apple.
Yeah, I don't think.
Well, Apple just sells dongles now with hardware, so that's kind of their thing now.
Yeah, But that would be like extra stupid. You know what I mean? Because imagine the fanboys would be out there like, oh yeah, Microsoft is done. Oh yeah, they're releasing an $800 console,
My
and
view, I think it'll be 600 at most.
600.
Yeah,
That's still a bit high.
it's still high, but I think
Because
it'll be at least that
wait, if
much.
it's 600, Chris, you know what to play.
Hold on.
$599.
You know, so
Exactly.
I'm just saying. I mean, if Microsoft does that, you know how many people will reverse like the Sony phonies will reverse that. You know,
No, no, I'm going to edit that so it actually says whatever the price is for the new Xbox. Consider if it's that high.
well,
If it's a reasonable price, I will not touch it.
now you know I wish Playboy was around because this can't be a poverty box right here. If it's gonna
Well,
have,
it is a poverty box. It's just that the government gives out bigger and bigger handouts. Well, as of
they
January,
give out
but
hand
that,
what?
that's a whole other issue.
They give out hand what?
Hand. I said handouts, Alex, not hand job like
Let
what you do on the weekends.
Let me jump in and say my rebuttal. I honestly, oh my god, Chris.
Look at Alex, man. Why'd you do that?
I think that this console shall not be $800 because once you already said no one's gonna buy it. It's not gonna be marketable. It will only market to supposedly hardcore fanatics who don't mind buying it and then switching out the parts or using the parts for something else for their own investment.
Oh,
But
you think this one is gonna be that hailed system that's supposed to have upgradable aspects?
yeah, that's the
Bullshit.
reason why.
Bullshit.
That's the reason why I think that they will probably market it at like different selling points. Like, let's say you get a standard Xbox Scorpio, $500. You get the upgrade for $600, another upgrade for $800, another upgrade for $1,000, like stuff like that. Or instead of it making it tailored for just like their generic upgrades, you can do your own upgrades as long as you get the specific featured hardware, like the 3.5 SATA drives and stuff like that.
Wait,
Modular
do you think that Microsoft would make a Scorpio like Chris said, the modular system? Would that be something where you have to get proprietary hardware to put in there? You know
Well,
what I mean?
I wouldn't want that.
Not a chance.
Yeah, I wouldn't.
Imagine putting like a
Maybe
Titan.
Nintendo, but not
No, but think about it. If you could put like your own GPU in there, like a PC, and you're like, oh, screw this. This is my Xbox with a Titan X
Yeah,
Super
you
Saiyan
throw
Blue.
an Nvidia in there, watch it blow up because the current gen supports AMD. So watch that fucking shit happen.
It's like Leroy Jenkins.
Oh wait, did someone say Leroy Jenkins?
Oh god. But I do think that the console, in some aspect, since they're going for a mid-tier gaming PC, there has to be some shit where you could switch out the parts and reformat it to the Scorpio Drive UI, so you could just upgrade it. Because I don't think anyone's going to be satisfied with 500 gigs or even a terabyte. Half of these games that come out nowadays, dude, cost at least like 60 gigs. Or even 80 gigs
it's like
for
45.
installation.
45 is the minimum. Or
Elder Scrolls Online for me is 150 gig install.
Look at that.
well,
See?
that's for PC, right?
Yeah.
Now,
No,
you,
With all the
Xbox-
DLC though.
No,
They
Xbox
got-
has the same thing.
Yeah, the ESO's on Xbox.
Wait,
They got
wait,
other
wait.
MMOs on the console. With all the DLC, that shit gets exponential. That shit's nuts.
wait a minute. A standard Xbox One comes with 500 gig, right?
Yes.
And you have a game 100. How many gigs?
100.
Oh, it was what I'm pretty sure it was 150 because I was freeing up power drive space earlier. Hold on, if you give me a second, I'll bring it up.
With mandatory install, right?
Yeah, that's all.
Get
That's
the
all
fuck outta
DLC
here.
and shit. Yeah, man, that shit.
Let me tell you something. 2 terabyte hard drive minimum solid state to justify any.
That's like a $300 purchase right there.
Yeah, alone. I wouldn't go with solid state, to be honest with you, because there's not going to be any noticeable differences with load times. It'll probably be like 10, 15 second differences.
No, solid state drives
yeah, they do
are
boot
being
up faster.
massive different with load times. It's the process, it's the graphics that it doesn't make a difference in,
Yeah.
which is what most people care about. They'll deal with load times as long as it runs at 60 FPS and at 1080p. If you have a game that does that, they'll forgive 1 minute load times.
Yeah.
I don't mind like if the shit has like a little load time because as long as it pre-renders everything out and there's no more loading for like a consistent while until like it needs to rebuffer
Yeah.
into something else.
Or you don't have nasty pop-ins like, oh shit, there's an enemy right in front of me. Oh, he killed me before I could see him actually do anything.
Yeah, exactly.
All right. Now, shout out to Free Play Mode who's joining us. He can't watch the show, but he's checking out the comments. So, Nelson's actually communicating. Shout out to Ghost Missile. For those who are checking us out live, thank you guys very much. It's very much appreciated. It shows that what we're doing is not going to waste. I kind of blacked the window so I can actually read the comment on my small. I guess.
Boo hoo, Alex. Boo hoo. You're small. What? You're small. What?
No, I got it in the window, so I'm
Is that what you're calling it these
old.
days?
I'm getting old, so it's kind of hard to see small font.
I'm fucking old.
Really, really.
You opened the door to that, Alex.
On your knees. This is his last day with New Gaming Order.
Damn.
I just want to thank him for. But with that, let's in conclusion, what are your thoughts with well, I see Shintakuma just crashed us, but in
Yeah,
any case,
tell him just to chill for a bit till his turn is up.
yeah. So pretty much, Takuma, do you think the Xbox Scorpio would even come close to scraping $800? And I mean, I think it's bullshit. I don't think they should do it if they.
Yeah, forgive me for jumping in late, and I'm just not reading this because I was watching WWE. But are you serious? $800?
I don't believe it. I don't believe it.
Yeah.
$199 US.
Yeah, that plus tax, but that can't
Wow.
be a price. I'm sorry, that's like a card note and 3 bills, other bills. It's a card note, a cell phone. You know what? That's like a check, 1 month's check.
You're paying for an iPhone out of straight.
Yeah,
out
you
of the
might
box.
as well. Yeah, you could just
That's a lot. But you know what? Here's the thing,
So-
though. If people pay for cell phones like this, why not a console that you have a longer
They're not
longevity
used
with
to.
it?
They're not used to paying that much for a console.
But they got
That's
used
what
to
it comes
paying
down
for
to.
that for cell phones, though.
They're
Well,
conditioned to pay for that price.
Well, then again,
Oh,
now
man.
if you pay for the cell phone out right now, you save $20 a month for 2 or 3 years on the cell phone plan.
This is indeed.
So
true.
you do
It
make
can't
up the
be
savings.
that much, man. You can't pay $800 for a console because if you do that, that better be. Is that a bundle set or is just like the
We don't
base
know
set?
yet. We don't know yet.
Yeah, we don't know.
Just,
This is all speculation. I think it's bullshit.
that's-
but that's me.
Yeah, I think it's some BS too. But I'm like, they know. Some of their marketing's like, oh yeah, we're gonna drop 800. They know no one is going to pay that. If they do, that's crazy.
You know what? Here's the thing. For $800, that console
Yeah.
better be able to fry toast or make toast.
Fry
Hey,
toast, Alex.
Um,
Fry your toast.
I'm sorry.
And also, if that's true, then think about it. If that's true, then you have just opened up the biggest window to give PS4 and Sony to walk all over you and laugh. Don't do that.
Matrick is no longer with Microsoft, so we don't have to worry about giving away.
This is a
ground.
repeat of the. How do you share your games with your friends? Hands it over.
Yeah, I think Microsoft has to make sure that the system was within reach.
How much is the PS4 Pro?
It's like
That was
it's not that much, like two.
like burning up everything else and whatnot.
I think a base model PS4. No, the PS4 Pro is like the price of the PlayStation 4 when it originally launched.
All right.
So-
'Cause can the PS4 now can it be used with the little VR thing? You don't have to buy
Yeah.
PS. Okay,
Well,
all right, cool,
here's the
'cause-
thing. I said it on the show that you can use. And me and Shinwar got to demo this at Rhode Island Comic Con. It was on regular PlayStations, not the Pro.
Okay.
I mean,
all right,
yeah,
'cause
the
I do. Because I am getting Ace
retails-
Combat 7, and I may have to pick up the whole thing so I get to experience the whole VR thing now. I'm like, okay, cool.
I tell you, it's not bad.
Yeah.
I'm sold on it, but it just the graphics look more like PS3 ish as opposed to if you
Yeah.
get it on the Pro. It's
Right.
the graphical fidelity will definitely jump up. But on your
Also-
about it. Yo, hold on,
Yeah,
Takuma.
Go ahead.
Yeah, go
Sorry,
ahead.
Yep. PS4 Pro retails at $400.
Okay.
Microsoft has to keep it within striking distance.
They got to keep it at 400, or they're going to get beat. That's what it comes down to. Matter of fact,
know.
they're going to have to go in at 350 if they expect this console to have.
No,
games.
but for what they're promising that the system can do, I don't know if that's going to.
It doesn't really matter. If they want to sell it, they have to come in 350, or they have to match or come in lower.
But you know what that would be like? Okay, they're gonna have to take like probably like a $200 or $300 loss on the make of each system.
Typically, game console companies have done that forever. It's only with the most recent generations that they started making money on the hardware sales. It's only the last 2 or 3 gens that they started doing that.
Yeah.
On the 8-bit and 16-bit, and even the 32-bit generations, they always took a hit.
Yeah, but they made it like later on, you know.
Yeah,
but...
they made it on the first party sales because they all had first party games. You know, Nintendo was Mario, Sega was Sonic, and they made money back on those.
Okay. It's a good one. You were gonna say something?
One more other thing. You know, okay, not other than I know, the PS4 has their own little virtual thing, but didn't Samsung make what was it? With their phones, you can use some type of virtual. I forget the name of it.
Oh, me and Shinwar got to use that at New York Comic Con, where you can.
Now, what's the name of that? Samsung made the. Is that the Oculus Rift or something like that, or Oculus
No.
The HTC Vive you're talking about?
No. This is completely different. It's just for the cell phone.
I was asking, can you use that with the PS4?
No.
Okay, all right.
Now here's the thing: the difference with the VR approach. Sony has their flagship first-party PlayStation VR developed in-house, right?
Okay. Right.
Formerly known as the Project Morpheus. Now, with the Scorpio, Phil Spencer has gone on record to say that we are going to leave it open where it's not going to be something where, let's say if you can get an Oculus Rift, the HTC Vive is the top of the line, right? If the Scorpio can support that, go get it. If you got the money, you can use that. The Oculus Rift, if you can put that in there, and you know Microsoft will allow for support with it, that's fine, and so on and so forth. So I think that their approach is a little different because they're going through like outside third party to allow that to be a thing. You know, because VR is risky right now, and if it does take off. You know, Sony is already ahead of the game, but their stuff is going to kind of pale in comparison to that HTC Vive because that thing is no joke. And I know a place that you can rent like 30 minutes and actually walk on Mars with it and see what that thing is all about. There was a 2-hour and 37-minute wait at New York Comic Con just to try the HTC Vive. That's how badass that thing is. You know what I mean? People are taking it off thinking like, well, hey, where was I? Type stuff, you know, so... It remains to be seen, but the Scorpio would have to have the specs to really see what that VR environment can do. You know, so we have to wait to see. It remains to be seen. Nelson, can you bring us home with your conclusion to the pricing?
So my conclusion of the pricing, it should not happen, and I know it won't happen unless if you support something where I was talking about before with the interchangeable parts for it to be of a highly cost console and to be accessible to other third-party companies to add on other attachments, in order for that to make it seem like it was supposed to be. Does anyone else have any other final rebuttals before I end this segment?
No, I just want to throw in, I have to apologize. I got my numbers mixed up earlier. My ESO folder online is only 70 gigs. My Steam folder was 150 gigs, but I have one game taking up 70 gigs on my hard drive. That's the biggest game I have so far.
Yeah, I know Batman is close to that.
Doom was big too. Doom was like 40 or 50 gigs. So
Doom took me a while to download. I was like, okay.
Yeah, Doom was big. I'm trying to free up hard drive space because I will very soon, hopefully, switch to a solid state drive, which means I have to clone my current hard drive, which I'm trying to get a 480. So I was well over that. I'm at 300 gigs now, but I want to try to get it lower. I just got to decide what I got to delete in this place.
Yeah, well, I have 3 hard drives in this computer now because I ran out of space. So
well, I got a lot of space unused now. I have 2 500s and a 700, which are nearly empty, and I got my 400 gig.
We know what you're gonna fill it up with.
Shit, all that's on the internet, man. You don't have to download that shit anymore. There's plenty of websites.
Well, you know what? I'm looking at free play mode. He said what is that? 449 upon release. What do you
Gears
think?
4 is 80. Gears 4 is 80 gigabytes.
Yeah,
Is what he's saying.
yeah, but I'm looking at the price.
449.
That, as long as it's superior, very far superior to PS4 Pro, they could probably make it happen.
They'd probably make a killing if they did.
Yeah, if it's far superior, I mean, if it's just like a couple numbers above it, that's they're going to be their head. But if it's vastly superior to PS4 Pro and they're still taking a big hit, they can make that work.
Also, if it works from day one.
Wait.
That is true too. If it does have overheating problems.
Oh gosh, that makes me like worried. But right now Sony, for my motorcycle people, Sony has the BMW HP4 right now, which a lot of
Wait,
folks.
BMW? Sony
Yeah.
what?
Well, it's a motorcycle, so.
But BMW, what does BMW have to do with Sony?
No, I'm just saying there is a comparison. For my
People make a lot of money driving.
No, but I'm making an analogy for my motorcycle people that watch the channel, where it's like the S1000RR is like the fancy new kid on the block kicking ass, but then you got the Ninja H2, which is like almost 300 something horsepower, which is gonna be the Scorpio. So it's all a matter of perspective as to what is gonna be doing better performance wise. Right now, it's not about system versus system. It's about what each product is aiming to get. Alright? What the heck? But in any case, we're going to wrap this segment up. Make sure you rate, comment, and subscribe. Check us out on Newgamingorder.com for the latest and greatest. Thank you guys for, working with me on my drill weekend. And, we're going to have to... We're actually going to be rotating it a little bit on the days I'm not available. I like to keep the schedule consistent. Sunday nights during a pay-per-view is a no-go, so we're going to get that fixed. So, with that, I'm out like the Juggernaut, bitch. We'll see you in the next segment.
Anything else?